Welcome to Mythic Sleep. I'm young Homer, here to guide you through a journey into the heart of myth and memory. Tonight, we begin our tale at the dawn of a new era in our series on the rise and fall of Zeus with Episode 1, The Prophecy, Cronus, and the Fear of His Children. Let these stories carry you to the realm of Titans, where the whispers of fate shape the lives of gods and mortals alike. This evening we find ourselves drawn to a fateful moment, a prophecy destined to reshape the world as the mighty Titan Cronus faces a vision foretelling his downfall. Before we enter the story, take a moment to ease into a restful state. Settle back, adjust your pillow, and close your eyes if you like. Inhale deeply and exhale softly, letting go of the day's events, feeling your body sink deeper into comfort. This time is just for you. Let's begin by drawing our attention to the breath, observing each inhale and exhale as it flows naturally, without effort. Now, allow your breaths to deepen, feeling the air filling your lungs fully, and hold it just for a moment. As you exhale slowly, imagine releasing any remaining tension, allowing your mind and body to soften. Let's try that again. Breathing in calm and exhaling any stress. Now, let's guide the body to relax, step by step, starting with your forehead. Notice any tightness and release it as you exhale. Move to your jaw. Relax it, feeling the ease spreading down your neck. Now, your shoulders. Inhale deeply, then let them fall as you exhale, like leaves drifting gently to the ground. Now, bring your awareness to your hands. Clench them, then release, letting your fingers rest softly. Feel the rhythm in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, allow any tension to dissolve. Let your hips and thighs soften, releasing any last bits of tightness as you sink further into your bed. And finally, feel your calves and feet settle, letting them go, grounded and at peace. Now, imagine yourself drifting, weightless, into the misty clouds of an ancient sky. You stand in a grand throne room of marble and shadow, where the air crackles with divine energy. In the distance, you hear the echo of footsteps, Cronus himself, pacing, troubled by a dark prophecy that speaks of his fall at the hands of one of his own children. Beyond the walls of the palace, hidden in a quiet forest under the cloak of night, lies the infant Zeus, sheltered from his father's wrath. With each breath, you drift deeper, sensing the pulse of destiny itself. Inhale deeply, feel the ancient air surrounding you, and exhale, settling into the dreamlike rhythm of the story. Tonight, let the myth unfold before you, carrying you to a place where time and fate converge. Take one final deep breath in and let it out slowly. Now, let us begin our story. In a world where destiny and despair weave together like shadows at dusk, Cronus ruled supreme. The Titan king, draped in power and surrounded by dread, sat upon a throne carved from the bones of the earth, a monolithic seat of darkness casting long, haunted shadows that stretched across the land. The air was thick and damp, a breath of ancient fears. Here, in the cold and unyielding fortress of his reign, Cronus's heart and mind were haunted by a prophecy that clung to him like a shroud. It was a prophecy he could neither escape nor ignore. "Beware, Cronus," whispered the oracle's voices, dripping with ominous certainty. "For one day, your own child shall rise against you, overthrowing your reign and bringing an end to your power." This chilling foresight coiled within his thoughts, sparking an ever-growing paranoia in his heart. What he once saw as his unbreakable power now felt like glass, fragile enough to shatter at the faintest breath of the prophecy. His rule would no longer be a certainty, and his throne no longer invincible. The tendrils of fear gripped Cronus tightly, as relentless as the passing of time. The prophecy to him was no mere warning. It was a call to action, a summons to preserve his dominion by any means necessary. The throne room, usually a symbol of his reign, became a prison of his own making, echoing with the whispers of his dark resolve. Each child he had devoured became a reminder of his iron will, an act that bound his fate tighter to his own fears. With each swallow, he sealed away another life, one of his own blood, within the depths of darkness. Cronus's heart hardened with each sacrifice, and with it, his resolve turned steely. Every child born to him would face the same fate. They would be taken into the dark before they ever saw the light. So, bound by dread and fortified by fear, Cronus encased himself in an impenetrable armor of power, every shadow cloaking him in an aura that no mortal or god could penetrate. In the depths of Cronus's cruelty, a silent sorrow grew in his wife, Rhea. As the titaness of motherhood, Rhea bore the weight of each loss in silence, each child's fate marking a wound upon her heart. With every devouring, Cronus's heart grew colder, But Rhea's spirit grew restless, yearning to defy this destiny of despair. In the quiet moments of the night, when darkness fell upon their kingdom, Rhea turned her gaze toward the stars. Her voice trembled as she whispered her plea into the void. Grant me the strength to save my children, to preserve what remains of my love. Unknown to her, the very stars she beseeched began to shift in response, weaving the threads of fate into a new tapestry. Destiny, it seemed, was aligning to prepare for a conflict that would shake even the heavens. Then, at last, Zeus was born. A dawn light spilled through the palace, cutting through the darkness that had lingered for so long, filling Rhea with a fierce hope she had not known in years. She wrapped her child in cloth spun from starlight, a precious being marked by destiny, and vowed that he would escape Cronus's shadow. With purpose in her heart, Rhea fled, carrying her infant to the far edge of the world. She sought refuge on the island of Crete, where the salty sea breeze caressed her face, promising sanctuary and safety. Within Crete's hidden grottos, she found solace. She discovered a cave far from Cronus's reach, adorned with crystals and vibrant wildflowers, where Zeus could be nurtured and shielded from his father's wrath. In this secret world, Rhea entrusted her child to the care of nymphs who welcomed her, and under the watchful eye of Crete, Zeus would grow, undisturbed by the terrors of Cronus's reign. This sanctuary would become his cradle, and from this place he would one day rise to fulfill the prophecy. In the lush chamber of the cave, Rhea laid Zeus on a bed of soft moss, a cradle woven by nature itself. The air within was rich with the scents of wild flowers, and the gentle hum of the nymphs surrounded him, a chorus of protectors and guides. They watched over the young god, laughing and singing, their voices weaving stories and lore into the fabric of his being. The nymphs nurtured his spirit, instilling in him a connection to the world and a strength that grew each day. Every tale they shared, every lesson they imparted, became a thread in the tapestry of his life, fortifying him for the trials that awaited him. He grew within their care, not just as a child, but as the bearer of a destiny that would shape the heavens. Yet, even within this sanctuary, whispers of fate lingered. Zeus felt the stirring of power within him, a flickering light that grew brighter each day. The nymphs, knowing of the prophecy that foretold his rise, often spoke of it as they watched him grow. "You are destined for greatness, young one," a nymph would say, her voice a soothing balm. But with such power comes a great responsibility. One day, you must rise to challenge the darkness that seeks to consume all you love. These words, planted like seeds in his heart, began to grow, igniting a flame within him that burned brighter with each passing day. Courage and defiance took root, preparing him for the darkness he would one day face. For Zeus was not merely a child of divine lineage, he was the embodiment of hope, a light born to pierce through Cronus's shadow. As Zeus grew, the shadows of Cronus loomed ever larger in his dreams. The cries of his siblings, trapped within their father's belly, haunted his sleep, urging him to embrace his destiny. Though shielded from the tyrant's reach, Zeus felt the weight of his family's suffering and the pull of a battle not yet fought. In time, he would confront the darkness that had taken them, forging a path to reclaim the future stolen by Cronus. The prophecy foretold of his rise, but also of the challenges that awaited him, a complex weave of alliances, betrayals, and trials that would reshape the very fabric of existence. As the sun set over Crete, casting long shadows across the grove, Rhea's heart swelled with both hope and fear. She had given her son a chance to escape the clutches of Cronus, but she knew that this was only the beginning. The road ahead was lined with challenges, each one a step toward the destiny that awaited him. Thus began the saga of Zeus, a god born from love, nurtured in hope, and destined to challenge the very foundations of the cosmos. His journey was only beginning, a path of trials that would forge him into a hero. As Zeus grows, preparing to one day confront his father's shadow, the fates of his siblings hang in the balance. What horrors await those still trapped within the belly of Cronus? Will Zeus's power be enough to free them? Join us in the next episode as this epic saga unfolds, revealing the tale of loss and determination, and a fierce desire to reclaim what has been taken. Until we meet again, may your path be filled with peace, strength, and a touch of magic. I'm young Homer, and I look forward to our next story together.